him in his match. What match is it?
Rocket League. It's like loading. It's having trouble with the video
Oh
transmission.
wow.
Oh no, it's not. You know what it's doing. I always forget this. It's doing the delay.
Oh.
So it's not gonna kick all the way through till the 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Every time. But we'll go ahead and mute unmute you. Now. So, I'm just going to welcome everybody to the Louisburg College Rocket League stream and enjoy the game. So, now you're just going to talk to them about what's going to happen when the game starts.
Okay.
And just talking through the game as it goes.
Sounds good.
All right, my guy.
All right, boys. Welcome back here to another game, another match of Louisburg College esports. Here we are, just starting off in the feud.
Alright, just started a new lobby. Are you currently in there? Okay. Cool. Alright, what's your Rocket League name?
TCC_28.
Okay. Alright, they had to recreate the lobby, so go ahead and leave this one. Okay, it's Dave. And then we'll go ahead and set the match. Alright. About to hit it.
Welcome back. Here we are at the Louisburg versus Neo Esports Rocket League match. Here we are 1-0 going to Neo game. Here we are back here going into the corner of the red side. Going here from Louisburg. Let's seems like a pretty intense matchup here at 4 minutes already, 1-0. Here we see, oh, what an explosion collision here. And that's a goal for Mr. Lucky. Yeah, it seems like that collision, and then once they hit that shot in, it just is something that some defenders might oversee. Here we are at the kickoff once again, and it seems like Danov is up here again, getting first to the kickoff. Back here on the ball with Kerm. Kerm Tits over here defending once again. Moist Squirrel over here with the rebound off the wall. Seems like Louisburg is trying to attack, but like also Game Mercedy is actually trying to attack well on the other side. Oh, it seems like here's another attempt off the wall. Oh, there's a lot of miscommunication. Maybe what a save from Moist Squirrel. Oh, that is just lovely seeing those. Just satisfying over here, saying, oh my gosh. Oh, and we have right here on the attacking final third of. Oh, and it just seems to be rebounded off of here, off the walls. Game Mercedy has seemed to be touching the ball a lot for the opposition. And it's over here, final off for Danov. Danov up here in the air after. Let's see over here with the kickoff, 2-1 going to the opposition. Here, Kerm Tits over here rebounding second off the kickoff, but still managing to get to the other side. Oh goodness! And Mr. Lucky trying to clear the ball off from the Louisburg Homes defensive third. It's off Kerm Tits with the scrape. Oh. Because sometimes it doesn't seem like an important save, but in reality it can also be very important. And you can just tell by the way everyone's playing so attacker-minded from the opposition, from Louisburg, that it's just, you can just see the energy they're bringing in, and that's a goal from the Susfather. Here we go, kickoff. Here we go, and it seems like Mr. Lucky is trying to get off the wall. Danov has also been very attack-minded. Has been hitting the balls a lot of times throughout this match. Here we are, Moist Squirrel on the ball in the attacking third. It seems to be that Danov is always trying to clear the ball from the defense. Moist Squirrel once again trying to go into the attack, 2 versus 1. It seems the Moist Squirrel 96 has been really trying to keep it the other side, but it seems Danov is trying to find a little peek out for away from his defensive half. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's that 1 minute mark. Danov's over here trying to clearing the ball from his defensive half. Mr. Lucky putting it back in on the attacking third. Seems like Kerm Tits had other ideas, wants him to finish. Danov over here with clearing the ball up again. Game Mercedy, here he goes, Mr. Lucky, Game Mercedy was there first, but Kerm Tits comes here and rebounds. Here Danov is trying to clear once again from the middle half of the court. Susfather trying to over here attack, but also backs off to say let his teammate Game Mercedy trying to get in the attacking half. It seems like they're doing a little combination. Louisburg almost had that tap, but there's also Gamer City coming with a rebound, and there's 10 seconds left. And it seems to be after this match is going to be 3-1 going to the opposition of Louisburg. Neo Esports with the win.
Alright, back in the Rocket League and ready up.
Game number 2 for Neo Esports. Let's go. First match goes to Neo Esports, going with the game score 3-1. Father. Oh, it seems like Louisburg has been going to the already attacking minded, trying to get in the first 7 seconds already, almost having this ultimate goal scorer chance. Here we are with the ball in the middle half. Kermtitz trying to have a little clearance here in the near the kickoff area zone, and there it goes, an explosion collision from Kermtitz to Gamer City. And it seems like Gamer City is trying to clear, and they had hopefully it's a goal. Oh, and there's a mic drop celebration from the goal scorer. Now here we go, second kickoff of the match. Gamer City getting first, and Mr. Lucky rebounding. Kermtitz here with a clearance from the defensive half. Mr. Lucky, here we go. Seems like Moist Squirrel is really trying to attack in the offensive third of his opposition. No por la pelota, Gamer City viene por la pelota. We are here with the middle third and the defensive third of Neo Esports. Kermtitz with the and what a chance that's going to be regretted. That's going to be an important game chance, and I don't think thought he was going to score that one in. And here we go, Dan up clearing it from the middle. And that's a save from Mr. Lucky. Gamer City trying to recover the ball, going into the offensive third. Moist Squirrel dodging. Oh, and that's a shot and a half from Kermtitz. Oh, that's a great pass from Moist Squirrel. Look at that dodge. It's just lovely. Oh, and Kermtitz with an amazing finish at the end, making the score 1-1. 3 minutes 16 seconds. Here we go with the third kickoff of the game. Here we go, and in the defensive third, Mr. Lucky clearing the ball. Kermtitz challenging Dan up here in the corner. And there goes Moist Squirrel with an important clearance. Gamer City keeping the ball in the middle half, but Kermtitz also rebounding it to the offensive third of his team. Oh, Father with another great touch from going into the defensive third of Louisburg. Oh, that's a great clearance from Mr. Lucky. Kermtitz off the wall on his defensive third. Having an important clearance, passing it on to Moist Squirrel, 96 going in. Moist Squirrel with an amazing touch, getting in for the, oh, that's a great goal. And I think because of that, he's been very attacker-minded, and that has really been helping Louisburg off, and that's it goes in. Excellent point from Moist Squirrel, making the score 2-1, 2 minutes and 22 seconds in. Could it be that Louisburg can make a comeback, making the score 1-1 overall? Remember, it's a round robin. Oh, Kermtitz and Father fighting for the ball in the air.
Here in the defensive third of Louisburg, Herms hits clearing the ball, and Mr. Lucky here in the defense. Oh, that's a great clearance from Mr. Lucky from the middle half. Oh, I haven't seen a lot of aerial play this half from this game, especially comparing from last game. Last game, I think it had a lot of aerials, especially from Danup and Gamercity. Here we go in the right corner of Louisburg defensive third. Sussfather trying to connect, but just couldn't really get an attachment. And that's a save from Kermtitz from the behind. Another save from Kermtitz. Kermtitz just going in as a defensive sweeper for Louisburg. Here we go, Mr. Lucky on the wall. Gamercity rebounding onto the offensive third of his team, and that scrape from Danup is what's making the score 2-2 here for the second game. And he just had a here server on the planet with the fork and spoon just sit in front of the 6. Here we go, another kickoff. 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the match. Danup gets first, but Moist Squirrel comes in with the rebound. Danup is trying to connect with the wall, trying to see if he can flick it on to one of his teammates so he can have it first on the goal in 1-on-1. Sussfather here trying to connect, but Kermtitz is here to intervene. Interception very well from Kermtitz. Gamercity trying to clear, but it seems like Moist Squirrel is thinking other ideas. Danup with the scrape, and Kermtitz once again sweeping for the defense of Louisburg. Sussfather trying to connect, but just couldn't really try to get a little touch. Moist Squirrel here trying to clear for the game of this second game of Louisburg versus Neo Esports. Kermtitz on the ball in the middle half, dodging one. Mr. Lucky with the touch. Oh, and that's a lovely finish. Upper 90 in the top right corner, making the score 3-2. 15 seconds left in the match. Could this be the game winning to make it overall 1-1 set for the two matches? Here we go. It's a good collision for Kermtitz and Sussfather. Danup on the wall from his defensive half. And here we go, back to the countdown. Mr. Lucky in the middle half trying to connect, but Sussfather rebounds, and that would be for game number 2, going to Louisburg with a game match of 3-2. And an MVP for this match will be going to Kermtitz. 2 saves, 3 shots, 1 goal, and 1 assist. Alright, get ready up again.
Yeah, cool.
Game number 3. Everybody revving their engines to game number 3, which could be one of the deciding meaning of these two great teams here going in after a long Monday. Here we go, Kermtitz trying to get a connection to the offensive half of his team for Louisburg. Kermtitz once again scraping it, and a connection bar down. And what a great start to find out from game number 3 here for Louisburg. The MVP of game number 2 going with a bar down for his first goal of the match. 1:04 minutes 46 seconds in. Here we go, kickoff number 2 for the game number 3. Oh, it seems like Mr. Lucky was collecting some boost. So his later use, trying to clear his Moist Squirrel. Sussfather trying to see if he can get a touch for the opposition defensive third, and Gamercity here in the middle half. Here we go with one of his aerial plays, but I think Kermtitz wants to clear it out of his box, saying no, not here, not today. Moist Squirrel over here coming out with it down the line with the left side, trying to flick it off to Kermtitz, but I think the pass was just a little bit too high. And here we go with the defensive third of Louisburg. They're also trying to clear the ball, trying to get a touch maybe with another rebound, and there's a rebound from Danup, scoring the rebound from his teammate Gamercity. Here we go. Kickoff number 3. Kickoff number 3 here for the game number 3. Here in the 4-minute and 30-second mark. University trying to frick the ball, but Mr. Lucky also trying to attack. And that's a Dan-up clearance. Oh, Dan-up over here having a collision with Moist Squirrel. University once again with the aerial, and Kermtitz sacrificing it for his team for having clearance. Oh, it seems like Moist Squirrel almost had an unknown goal. Mr. Lucky, if it wasn't for him, there would be probably a lead going to the opposition of Neo Esports. Moist Squirrel going with the side collision of Sussfather. The ball going into the defensive half of Louisburg. Kermtitz on the ball. Kermtitz, Mr. Lucky over here trying to do with an aerial. Good. And there's Kermtitz over here with the clearance. And Moist Squirrel being flung across the map. Mr. Lucky. Here we go. Kickoff number 4 for the game. 2-1. 3 minutes and 8 seconds in the third game. Mr. Lucky on the ball. Going into the left-hand side corner of the defensive half of Neo Esports. Gamersity having a clearance. Moist Squirrel back it in back in for the defensive third. Moist Squirrel once again here with Gamersity going with a very, very strong hit from the middle. Then trying to have another shot from Louisburg. And I think this ball just keeps going all over the place. Here we go with Mr. Lucky trying to play mind games with Gamersity in the air. But it seems like Moist Squirrel is really just very close from Moist Squirrel trying to attack, giving him a 2-goal lead against Neo Esports for the third game. Kermtitz in the defensive third of Neo Esports, and Mr. Lucky with a great touch. Gamersity with the clearance. Here we are in the left corner of the defensive third of Neo Esports. Moist Squirrel in the ball in the air in the middle. Gamersity. And there's Kermtitz. Kermtitz trying to clear the ball. And I'm trying to connect. And there's Mr. Lucky trying to clear the ball for his team of Louisburg in his defensive third. And there's Moist Squirrel with the final clearance of getting it out of his defensive third for Louisburg. Oh, that's a great pass from off the ceiling, back from Dan of to Gamersity. Sussfather waiting to see what Kermtitz would probably see from his clearance. Mr. Lucky 27 trying to maybe head in a little pass to Moist Squirrel, but Mr. Lucky is very quick to get on the defense. That's an important clears from the one-on-one battle. Great defending from Mr. Lucky. Dana rebounding off the wall at the defensive third from Louisburg. Sussfather trying to connect with one of his teammates for the rebound. Hey, Kermtitz is there. There we go. And there's a 1-minute mark already handed in. Mr. Lucky, trying to clear up a Gamersity, really trying to get a touch for his team, maybe trying to score a point for Neo Esports. And Gamersity with a shot coming down from the crossbar, and that's an important save from Mr. Lucky. Oh, that was just an important play that could have been for Neo Esports. And I think everybody just seems to be going crazy or not staying still. go, 0-0 here, and I think I'm not sure if it'd be the fourth game or the third game replay. Here we go with Mr. Lucky. Here we are in the defensive third. Okay, Merced going to score for the first goal of the match. And it seems to be a very difficult goal. And there we go, for kiting in the air. Here we are with going in from the midfield third, going to the defensive third of Louisburg. Here we go, Moist Squirrel trying to have a clearance. Sussfather coming in with a one-on-one run. Oh, and it's just so close. Moist Squirrel going with the clearance for Louisburg from his defensive third, going to the offensive of his opposition, Neo Esports. Moist Squirrel with coming with the air. Game Merced trying to clear, and he is successful. Sussfather going with the next collision. Oh, and there's a touch. Moist Squirrel trying to get in the pass from Kermtip. Bar down. Here we go again with Moist Squirrel with a shot. Then up with the clearance for Neo Esports from his defensive third. It seems like Game Merced is going here with another shot. And Louisburg with a save from Mr. Lucky 27. That was being important, making it still 1-0 and not 2-0 because of his save. Mr. Lucky in here and against the defensive third of Neo Esports, going in with the midfield. Going with the midfield, Kermtip with a strong touch here towards to the defensive third of Neo Esports. Game Merced with the clearance in the air. And here we go, Mr. Lucky calling on the walls, trying to see if he can maybe flick it out to Kermtip for a great opportunity to make the score tied up 1-1. And here we are, put a clearance from the defensive third for Moist Squirrel. Moist Squirrel continuing his attack for Louisburg, trying to flick it off for Kermtip so he can have the game tied up 1-1. Game Merced with the clearance. Moist Squirrel trying to clear the ball for his team for Louisburg. He is successful clearing the ball. Unfortunately, he was not with the ball as with the clearance. Moist Squirrel trying to clear the ball. Game Merced with the rebound. Stand up trying to knock it down back to the offensive third. And that's Kermtip with a touch, finish, and calculated shot from Kermtip from Louisburg, making the game 1-1. Here we go, back with the kickoff. Moist Squirrel 96. Oh, and that's an important save from Game Merced. Oh, Moist Squirrel trying to get a touch over the top. Janum coming down with the left-hand side, running it down the line. Kermtip with the clearance going into the left-hand side of what appears to be the defensive third of Game Merced, trying to get it off the ceiling for the opposition. Janum trying to get a clearance once again to see if maybe he can have a rebound. Dodging it, Kermtip over here. Moist Squirrel 96 trying to go here and attack, and he is exploded from Sussfather. And there he goes, boom. Wow, it's a commentary from Moist Squirrel. Wow, indeed. Yeah, here we go with Dano. Dano with the shot, and it seems like Game Merced is the one with the goal. Oh, I'm sorry, I said Dano with the shot. And then it was Game Merced this whole time. Here we go with another kickoff. 2-1 lead going to Neo Esports with the lead. Moist Squirrel on the attack. Stand up with the clearance coming down with the left-hand side, coming down the flank. Kermtip trying to clear the ball. Successful going down with the midfield. Kermtip on the attack. 1 versus 2. Moist Squirrel also accompanying him. And it just seems to be a pretty intense battle. The energy has picked up from the 20-second mark down. And intensity, you can just feel the righteousness. You can just feel the urge, the power, the heat from this game intensifying. Back with the 10-second mark. Can it be Gamersity with a clearance? And I think that might be it for game number 3. But it doesn't seem like the ball wasn't staying down on the ground. Very ambitious. And the game is now at the win for Neo Esports for the third game. 2-1. The final score of the third game. One best of 5. They've got 2, we've got 1 win, it's best of 5.
Oh, okay.
Still in it.
Alright.
Game number 4, Louisburg Neo Esports. Yes, here we go. Back with these 5 minutes of intensity, intensifying of these little cars trying to get and score the ball in those little goals of the opposition. Moy scoring the defensive third, trying to clear the ball. Kermtitz on the attack by himself, 1 versus 1 with his teammates of Neo Esports trailing, and it seems to be an own goal going to the goal with the last touch of Louisburg, which was Kermtitz making the game 1-0 for 4 minutes and 42 seconds in. And it seemed like, I think it was Sussfather trying to clear the ball, but was unsuccessful making the own goal for himself. Sussfather here getting zoomed in because he scored an own goal. Back here with 1-0 in the aerial battle. Kermtitz with the clearance, not with the clearance, with the save. An important save for Louisburg. Here we go. Gamersity trying to get a touch for his teammate Dano to come with a shot. Kermtitz once again with the save. And here we go. It's Kermtitz here booming. Gamersity. Here we go with Gamersity trying with the clearance for the defensive third of Neo Esports, but he's successful with the shot. Mic drop celebration. And here we go. Let's see this replay. Oh, Gamersity with the clearance, getting the last touch with going to have a very nasty pinch coming in from Mr. Lucky and more Squirrel. Here we go. Sad third kickoff of the game. Here we go. Back here in the Louisburg half. Gamersity clawing on the wall. See if they can probably have an aerial, but it was not unsuccessful. Kermtitz with the clearance. Here we go. Kermtitz making it to the one, going lonely. Where was the defense of Neo Esports? Here we are, Kermtitz with the clearance going on. No keeper, no defender. Him and more Squirrels defending the one on his left. And here we are for the 4th kickoff of the game, 3 minutes and 58 seconds in. Here we go. And that's a great battle already from Moy Squirrel and the opposition of Neo Esports. Kermtitz with a great touch. Here you are with Gamersity. Gamersity trying to go in for the half, but was unsuccessful because Mr. Lucky boomed him. Kermtitz with the save. Mr. Lucky clearing the ball for Louisburg. Dan up with successful with the shot. making the goal level 2-2 Neo Esports and Louisburg. Now this fourth game has just been intensifying from the start, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, and here we are back again, folks. Fifth kickoff of the game. With a touch from Neo Esports making the ball. Here from Mr. Lucky, trying to go into the offensive third. Comes hits with a scrape ball just off the crossbar. Here we go. Mr. Lucky challenged the ball with an aerial battle with the Susfather. Dano coming on from the right hand side, coming down the line. Coming down the line, Terms hits clearing the ball with righteousness. More squirrel crawling down from the walls of his defensive third of Neo Esports. Mr. Lucky with the clearance off the wall into the midfield. More squirrel with the scrape. Mr. Lucky, trying to get a touch, but just couldn't connect. Terms hit scraping the ball to the defensive third of Neo Esports. More squirrel, with the clearance, and Gamer City gets the last touch, still make it in here for the defensive third for Louisburg. Mr. Lucky having an important clearance. Gamer City coming with an aerial. Could he be successful? No, because Kerm sits here with the save. Daniel coming here with the offensive half. In the offensive half for Neo Esports, Daniel getting boomed by Kermsits. Now Jad is I think that was just impersonal. Daniel coming in with one more rebound, waiting for his teammates to come and put it in, but no one was there. And there we go. Mr. Lucky with the important shot of the fourth game. 3-2 is the final score so far. 2 minutes left into the game, and this game is just intensified. I'm just so glad and blessed to be here witnessing this game. This challenge here of Louisburg and Neo Esports. And we are back again, 1 minute, 44 seconds left in the game. Kerm sits with defense. Kerm sits with defense. Kerm sits with defense. Oh, that is just great. That is just class from Kerm sits from Louisburg's defense. He is just a savior. Here we are, him and the only attack player with the aerial battle with Susfather coming down from the rebound from the defensive third of Louisburg. Susfather coming in, rebounding it for Gamer City, crawling on the walls. Kerm sits again, savior, and the savior, Kerm sits. Moy Squirrel coming down the line. Gamer City with the rebound. Moy Squirrel with the clearance. The savior is just getting contagious. Everybody's just going very defensive, defending their 3-2 lead. Here we are back here. Susfather trying to keep it in for the defensive third of Louisburg, but are unsuccessful. Gamer City making it successful, great getting the ball back into the defensive third of Louisburg. Here we go. Kerm sits on the right hand side. And that's a save from the Susfather. Dano boy here, another save from Dano from Neo Esports, trying to keep the score line 3-2, trying to see if they can maybe attack, but it seems here that now that these Louisburg cadets are just going at it, attackively, defensively. These two teams are just going intense. They're going intense. They're going crazy. They're going bonkers. More scrolls down the line. Kerm sits with, can he connect? Connected far down left top corner in the upper 90, making the score 4-2 for Louisburg. Great pass, nice shot. That is just an amazing goal, making the score from 2 goals more from the score, making it 4-2, 13 seconds left. Here we go, more Squirrel going with the Susfather, the kickoff. 10 seconds left, folks. 10 seconds left. Kerm sits securing the win for Louisburg. And then it's just here the game for the Louisburg Hurricanes. Here we are. And that is just 2-2, folks. 2-2. The round robin of 5 games. 4-2 was the final score of this intensifying match. Game number 5. Game number 5, folks. The golden game, golden goal, golden play. This could all be right here, settled. Final game. Here we are in the final game of Louisburg Hurricanes versus Neo Esports, and you can just feel the heat and rage and the adrenaline of all of these competitors trying to win for this game, back for the school. Gamer City with the save in the aerial from his defensive third. Here we go. And the defensive, and he's just unsuccessful, almost just very close with the shot for Neo Esports, trying to level the game early with a 1-0. Gamer City coming down with the left-hand side, coming down the wing with an aerial. Mr. Lucky, great clearance. Here we go with Danoff coming down the flanks of the right-hand side for the Neo Esports. Oh, that's just an important scrape that Moist Squirrel was trying to get in for Kermtits. And here we are with the defensive third for Louisburg. That's a great clearance from the Moist Squirrel. Gamer City trying to rebound it back, but Moist Squirrel had different ideas. Coming back. And Susfather coming in with one last touch to get the ball out of their defensive half for Neo Esports. Here we go with Gamer City. Dano getting one last touch so he can get into the defensive third of Louisburg, but Moist Squirrel trying to coming back to get in his offensive third. Moist Squirrel just slowly crediting across his how. And here we are in the defensive third of Neo Esports, still 0-0 in this fifth game. Gamer City coming in with an aerial. Moist Squirrel and Mr. Lucky working together to get this out of their defensive half. Here we go with Susfather getting one last touch here to Danub. Danub putting it back to the midfield. Mr. Lucky exploding Danub in the midfield. Here we go in the defensive third. And it just seems like everybody is going here, ride or die. Every play, every second, everything counts in this last fifth game here for Louisburg and Neo Esports. Mr. Lucky with an important save coming from Gamer City 1-on-1. Way to win your battle. Dano once again coming over here in his defensive half, trying to get a clearance, and it's successful. Trying to get a little pinch coming in. Set himself for a nice rebound, nice run. And he might just be successful. Curtis with a defensive clearance. Goal line clearance. David Luiz. Goal line clearance coming here in the defensive third of Neo Esports. Just both teams just very close to coming in. Mr. Lucky booming Danub. And everything is just becoming personal at this point. Because at this point, both teams are just wanting here to secure 3 points in the back for the table. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, boys. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left here, coming in from the fifth game of Louisburg